I've been thinking about it, and I wrote down two ideas based on what you guys said. The first one is, do we actually realize that SEOs as a community, like as a trend, as a culture, actually help Google create better search results? And you might not agree with me, but those who've been in the game for in the entire online digital marketing SEO, because organic traffic and so on world, know how bad the search results were like 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago, the search results were shit. 15 years ago, they were even worse. These days, they're not the best, but they're definitely much better than 10, 15 years ago. So SEOs, by putting shit out there, sometimes some put good stuff, some put shit, they actually help improve the system, and it's part of the game. So this is how it works. And yeah, I mean, it's a great time to be alive and to test, and experiment with all this technology for sure. And the second thesis and kind of idea that I wrote down is that Google will always protect their reputation, regardless of what it takes. They're the 500 pounds gorilla, and they will protect their reputation. So, and I won't go as further away than our expertise, which is domains. So let's take their positioning on age domains, repurposing, or spam, which we as a company stand for. By the way, we are against bad stuff happening to these domains. So when they announced the expired domains abuse thing, I've pinged Colin from SEO Domains, because we do check once in a while. And I said, what do you think about it? And he said, this is a Koch House triggered event. And those who are not familiar with what Koch House is, so I think last year, two guys, I think Pakistani guys, very good SEOs, what they did is they actually randomly bought, not randomly, part of their whatever strategy, they bought a domain of GoDaddy auction, and it was koch-house.com. It was the former domain of a resort somewhere in US. And they mass posted for almost 2 months, if I'm not mistaken, around 6,000 posts a day, and that was scraped Amazon reviews. And they made, I think, Matt Diggity interviewed them, and they made $800,000. So basically $1 million in 2 months. Now, there's no problem with that. It's sad, because if that was a sort of like test for Google to improve, that's fine. But when you go public with these things and say, well, we've manipulated Google to make $1 million in 2 months, and now imagine how many wannabes actually want to repeat that. And I wouldn't mind $1 million 2 months. Maybe I wouldn't do it, but so many people would actually try to replicate the success and try to scrape Amazon and do it again. So Google cannot just be on standby and say, well, no, that's fine because our algorithm is perfect. Their algorithm might not be perfect, but they will go after these guys. Like, I'm glad they managed to cash out, but they will have they'll express their position, that they will have something to say about it. So Colin said, this is a Koch House triggered event. Like, they went public with this, and Google has to somehow react to it, reply. So I don't think that we're not seeing that when legitimate businesses buy legitimately expired domains, or even domains that have never expired, or even sites and merge with them, that is not causing any issue as long as you're legitimate businesses. But for Koch House type of events, which was published on, which Matt Diggity interviewed them, it went viral on in the SEO community. It got published on SEO Roundtable as a blog. So there was quite a fuss about it. So they will go after these people and preaching this stuff and actually building a name on it. So I mean, they're the 500-kilogram gorilla. Don't forget that, or pounds gorilla. They're big. They can do a lot of nasty stuff.